I'm joined now by the Chief of the Saskatoon Police Service, Cam McBride. Good morning.
Good morning.
Coming off a bit of a break.
Yes,
How does the Chief of Police spend his summer holidays?
I mixed some business with pleasure. I was at a Canadian Association of Chiefs of Police conference in Victoria and stayed on to enjoy some of Vancouver Island's highlights.
Went surfing.
Great.
No?
No
Tofino?
surfing
Oh,
for me.
okay. Well, that's good. You got some time to recuperate because you're back, and there are a lot of things going on. This week, the family of Aaron Gamble rallying outside of police headquarters. Now, he was killed 2 years ago, and they're just looking for answers. You know, they want to know an update. They haven't heard. They're concerned. What are your response to them?
You know, there are some circumstances similar to this where we solve them quickly. Some are more of a mystery. Some require an awful lot of investigative resources and expertise. And this is one case where we have not gotten to the finish line yet. Certainly, having worked with families in the past, I know, not intimately because I've experienced it, but I've seen it, and I know, you know, what they're going through. I know their need for answers and their need for involvement. And so typically we have a family liaison person who's engaged with the family in a circumstance like this. But whether they're getting enough information to really resolve some things and questions that they have is, you know, obviously not the case here. And so definitely we'll be working with family to make sure that they are up to date, up to speed, and have what we can give them. We can't always release everything that we know because it could jeopardize the case.
Now, there was one case a couple years ago where you did release a lot, and that was the case of Jonathan Ouellette-Gendron, who was wanted Canada-wide and has been apprehended now in a case from Saskatoon from a couple of years ago.
That's right. It was the first case where we engaged with the BOLO program and used various social media platforms to get the word out that he was wanted. He was one of Canada's top wanted individuals for quite a period of time. And he actually reached out to us through his family and basically said the prospects of staying on the run were not looking good for him. And so he wanted to turn himself in. And so he initiated that through family. We worked with the RCMP, Sûreté de Québec, and other organizations to bring him home, and subsequently to Saskatoon to stand, you know, up against all the charges that we have.
Okay,
yeah.
Good. Hoping for a resolution on that case as well. So you're working hard, you're trying hard, and this week you will get a sense of how people think that you are doing. The Board of Police Commissioners meeting this week, you'll see the results of surveys that have been done, and then you're also going to release the new strategic plan kind of in a response to some of that stuff. What are you expecting to feel after this meeting on Thursday?
Expecting to feel very good. You know, as an organization, we're very, very concerned and interested in what the community feels, how they perceive the police, and their input into how we're doing. And so the Awareness survey that we'll be releasing at the Board of Police Commissioners meeting speaks to that and what the community is saying about us. And it's favorable, for sure. And with regard to our strategic plan moving forward, we've changed a few things. We've made it more concise. We've created an evergreen plan that is more of a living document, and really, really looking forward to seeing what the public, you know, what their perception is of it. Embedded throughout the document is the words of the public. We did many consultations and utilized that information to create what we have. And so really excited about that, being able to represent the community within that document.
Okay, it has been a long time coming. We have discussed it a little bit here. We're looking forward to seeing that as well. And maybe next time you're in, we can talk a little bit more in depth.
Sounds good.
All right, Chief Cam McBride of the Saskatoon Police Service, thank you so much.
You bet.